Money management method 1. This is for the portfolio in multi-charts. Let's start with an example. As discussed in the previous video, to turn anything on money management under the portfolio money management, this must be set to 1. So let's see what the portfolio looks like with no money management on the portfolio level. Made $14,932, and here's the trend line. Rather choppy, went sideways for many years, and then took off. This is based on these 3 strategies, and there is money management here on the strategy level, not the portfolio level. So on the strategy level, as you can see here, we have switch a number of losses. Criteria 1 set to true. 2. That means every trade using this strategy, it will not actually be put as a real trade in the portfolio until it's had 2 losses. And this is done on all 3 strategies, though the configurations could be different. We just set it that way for simplicity. Again, this is to show that on a strategy level, you can customize money management, a configuration, and then go into the portfolio level and put a whole nother level or layer of money management on top of that. So that's how we got that graph. Now, let's go ahead and put some money management on the portfolio level. So we're going to go here, format. We're going to go portfolio money management. That has to be turned on for anything below it to work. 0 is off, 1 is on. And there are 2 inputs here, money management method 1 and money management method 2. Money management method 2 will be discussed in the next video. We're going to do money management 1 now. Money management 1 consists of every time there is a losing trade, regardless of the 3 strategies, it will increase our position size by 50%. And we'll continue to do that after every loss until we have a win. Then reset to the base position. The position size method 1 is a percentage increase. Position size method 2 is a shares or contract increase. I set this to 50%, but it could set to all different kinds of variations depending on how you want to use it. So essentially, when a portfolio has a losing trade, despite or regardless of the strategy, it will increase our position size from our base by 50%. If it has another loss, it will take 50% of that and increase, and on until there's a profit. Let's go ahead and see this play out. I'm going to go ahead and back test and run a chart of the equity and trade by trade to further demonstrate how this works. So you have 2 levels of money management, one on the strategy level, and then that goes into the portfolio. Then you can actually put another level of portfolio money management on top of that. The portfolio money management talks to the strategy money management and back and forth. It's a very sophisticated program. Okay, as you will see, the chart or the equity line looks a lot better. Instead of going sideways till here, it actually had an ascending equity curve. So it improved the results. Profits went from 14,000 to 23,000. Definitely an improvement. Trade by trade, this will show us how this really works. Notice all of these strategies. You'll see there's different strategies here. Okay, now this is our base of 144. But once we had a loss on this strategy, then we're in a trade series. The trade series starts. And so it will take 50% of 144 shares is 216. Well, we had a gain. The fact that we had a gain means it will reset now back to the base position, in which it did. And you can see here, and on it goes. Every time we had a loss, it would increase until a gain. Here's an example where we had a loss on the outside day, And then we had a gain on the next strategy. An increase in position size on the next strategy, but it lost. And then we had actually another loss, and it continued to increase by 50%. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 losses, so it just kept increasing. And notice, regardless of the strategy, we had an outside day strategy, a down, up, down strategy. It kept increasing. Finally, when we got to our highest position size, we finally got a gain, and then the portfolio resets. And here it is, back to 144. Got a loss, went to 216, got a gain, reset again. And that configuration actually increased the ability of the portfolio to make money and increased the equity curve.